Hi guys, welcome back for part 3 of pre-scene analysis, right? For September 2025 attempt. And so far, we have covered this much things, right? And we have predicted a lot of requirements, right? I must say that many of the requirements have been predicted. And if half of that got in the exam, that's it. What else do we want? So the thing is that we have been seeing this particular industry in a real world, but now we have got in the pre-scene and we have gone through the industry well. I must say we have covered overview of the market. We have covered the future capitalization, that what exactly the future brings in this market, right? And on and all, we are very lesser and a smaller component of it, right? We are very lesser and a smaller component of it. So that means this market has a future growth, right? I must say that this has been a future growth, and this has a future growth. So we need to work on it. So far, we have got these requirements that we believe that can be tested, in which it's an ongoing business. So any requirement of competition, growth in market, trying to grow, this can be the one. There's always a requirement on risk and control. And as far as this industry is concerned, there's a food poisoning risk, there's an reputational risk, there's an health risk, there's an litigation risk, right? And expansion for globally, yeah, this could be one of the requirement. 1 and 3 are kind of a similar, right? Then data security, new acquisition, supplier relationship management of customers and suppliers. This could be, I must say, part of the requirement, right? Then let's go on to our company now, right? I have been in our industry. Now let's do our company, that what exactly our company is doing. I have been doing industry for 2 classes, and now we'll conduct 2 more classes on company, that what exactly this company is to, right? So Menucraft is a meal kit business. So I believe that it's a great experience, we must say, right? Is a meal kit business founded 15 years ago in the capital city of the country of Ireland, to experienced local chefs. So that means that someone who knows food has been inventing this, right? So that means this is also a good sign. They had seen the success of meal kit business model in other countries and were confident that their local knowledge of Ireland's food industry, and importantly, high quality local produce of Ireland. So guys, that means that Ireland that do not depend that much on imports, I believe, right? Local produce means lesser imports, right? And it's a good sign, right? Good economic sign. Therefore, I'm saying that very lesser chances that we're gonna be having. It's very lesser chances that we're gonna be having a requirement on pestle. The thing is that country is not facing any economic uncertainties, and further, no delays from supplier might be, right? The thing is, as everything is in-house, in country, right? So not that much problematic seems to be here. Then they could, what now we have, they could offer something different. MC has established its strategic position as a high quality meal kit business, right? Differentiating itself by focusing island-based recipes, which use wherever possible locally sourced ingredients. But guys, I believe that if you are too much dependent on local, right? If you're too much dependent on local food, then globally this might not be accepted, right? This might not be accepted, and further to that, if this is not accepted, so it's difficult to grow over the globe, because you need to foods from the global as well, because I might not prefer anything which I haven't been seeing in my country as well, right? The thing is that if I wanted hygienic food, I want that food which is in-house in my country, right? If I'm getting any other, so this could be a problem. Now let's say when I used to go on travel, so I pack some local food, right? The thing is, because if I'm going places like Thailand and all that, so there is a food shortage for us people, right? So we prefer to have the the food that we used to eat rather than that. And this might be the difficulty that Freshie is having, that our company Manucraft is having. Freshie might be dealing good in, so they might have every country's local regime and local suppliers. So this could be an interesting point to discuss about, right? This could be the important and interesting point, right? Yeah. So MC employs talented and highly qualified chefs to design its recipes, usually using seasonally available ingredients. See, I told you the data analysis and season-wide analysis. This is something important, right? MC offers its customer up to 30 recipes to choose, and it's great if you're choosing about 30 recipes. So it's great, I must say. And based on carefully analyzed data relating to ingredients availability and customers' menu preferences. In its first 2 years, MC offered only a limited range of recipes to customers with Island. So this is thing to grow. They thought, and they then saw, oh, we need to work on it. Otherwise, there could be a problem, right? So MC grew steadily over the next 5 years, largely funded by Island's venture capitalist. And that means there is an external investor. And if there's an external investor here, and if there is an external investor here, there might be corporate governance issues. If there is an external investor, so and the two chefs that they invented are not in the part or are not the wholly and solely owners, so there could be governance issues. There could be governance issues. At the end, there's a governance structure. So we will be thinking it. But there was one requirement regarding venture capitalist, which we had. There was one requirement regarding venture capitalist, which in one of the paper, I believe it was nearby hotels, right? In which they asked that what a venture capitalist see before investing. So this could be one of the requirement. If the venture capitalist is on to invest, they haven't invested. In that case scenario, if you guys have done nearby, so you'll see that the venture capitalist was going to invest, but they were asked in a requirement, right? But here, since it has done investment, so there's a lesser chance for this question. Largely funded by Ireland's venture capitalist. As the popularity of meal kits has taken off globally in the last decade, MC has also experienced a significant growth numbers in Ireland. See, if the industry is growing, the Manucraft is growing as well by growth in urban population and increased use of internet technology. And so far, internet has also contributed. Now, if you can see that why this orders have been increased, because internet has also contributed. This is one of the thing, right? This is one of the thing to attract, communicate with a wide range of customers. MC has one of the highest customer retention rates. Okay, okay, okay. So now let's do some customer analysis. Let's do some customer analysis. Over the 2000, single people were 60%, couples were 25%, because couples used to have a dinner or something homemade, right? So couples and then families. But here, 2001, the singles percentage declined, the couples percentage increased, and the families percentage increased. Now, if you can see the trend, right? The couples still have been maintaining same thing. If I want to add one comment on it, if I want to add one comment on it, so let's do this. Single people, right? It's declined over the years. It's fine. Then we have couples that have, I must say, couples that have declined over the years, but there's a significant increase in the families, right? The families increased. And why? Preferably because husband and wife both would be working, right? Husband, wife, both would be working. And if both are working, so that means if both are working, so that means that families have increased, right? So that means that families have increased if both are working. So guys, menu craft analysis, I believe that focus or extensive focus to increase customers, extensive focus should be there to increase customers, or I'll say families as customers, right? I'll say families as customers. So now MenuCraft active customer numbers, they have shown an increasing trend, right? Shown an increasing trend, right? And this is also a good sign. But here we can see that our emphasis should be on 27%, the mix of customers. This chart is known as a mix of customers, right? So mix of customers says that our major customers are still single people, but I believe that families prefer this kind of food, most probably when both of the husband and wives are working, and couples also prefer. So yeah, and there should be an comment in the answer that why couples revenue has declined, right? What has happened in this area? Do you think that both, if they both are working, so why they are getting the homemade food? Think like it, right? So there might be any negative area here which we need to address as well. So guys, graphs are really love to analyze, right? So therefore I made some comments here. And active customer numbers has increased, so increasing trend, it's fine. MC was listed 3 years ago. And when an entity is listed, guys, you must be knowing that if the entity is listed, so higher corporate governance requirements, right? Higher corporate governance requirements. If an entity is listed, so there's an higher corporate governance requirements, right? In Ireland stock market, its two original founders still hold key positions on the board. One is chief executive and one is chief commercial officer and marketing director, right? Guys, commercial jobs are very good, right? I've worked in a commercial sector for a lesser time, but if you're doing some commercial aspects, and then finance has commercial aspects as well. So if you guys have a job in the commercial or finance business partnering role, it's one of the greater role, right? The remaining 80% shares owned by a wide range of investors, okay? Many investors. So they both hold 20%, and one is CEO, okay? And one is marketing director. So one is CEO, it's fine. And then we have this marketing director, right? Marketing officer or director, what you can say, it's that, okay? Then board committees, audit and risk committee, mostly the both committees are same. So again, I believe that since there are non-executive directors as well, so I'll be saying that good corporate governance followed overall, right? So I don't see any flaw in the governance, right? I don't see here. Nominations and remunerations committees are there. So there could be, I'll say, if there might be any requirement of governance or not, right? I'll say not if, right? I'll write it. Might be on corp governance if they have given that much structure. So there can be chance that this should be there, right? Might be corporate governance requirement or not. It's not sure, but if they have given this structure, they could eliminate anything, right? Then ingredients, supplier. Yeah. So MC uses over 600 suppliers. See, guys, I highlighted this thing, right? I highlighted this thing, and that there should be many suppliers because there are many ingredients and there should be many suppliers, and most of which are located in Ireland. A significant majority of MC's customer select traditional island-based recipes regularly. So this is one more thing, that traditional recipes are being more focused on as they might be healthy and all that, right? As a nation, Ireland's peoples are proud of local traditions and traditional recipes, right? And the population is loyal and supportive of local producers and their products. Now, quality and sustainability are important criteria for MC, right? When selecting suppliers, and each supplier undergoes detailed assessment before their ingredients are used. So they focus on quality as well, right? They focus on quality as well, which is an important thing, right? Quality of food is important. I told you, of food is important, very, very, very important, right? So they focus in it, which is good. Preference to work in best-in-class suppliers who hold certifications for safety and quality. Also encourages and supports its supplier in biodiversity and sustainability in activities. So we are just not just the good customers that buys, we also support them in activities as well, right? We also support them in activities as well, right? Then many of farmers who supply to MC also use organic farming methods, whereby they do not use synthetic pesticides to produce their food, right? So pesticides are kind which give you some extraordinary foods, right? But they are chemicals and all that. So in order to kill the I must say, the insects there. So they don't use that, but somehow they manage the preservance, right? To help maximizing efficiency, MC uses algorithms which predicts recipes ordered by customers and demand each week, meaning it can order the right amount of ingredients. So some kind of a data analysis they are doing, right? They're using an algorithm and everything. So I must say that some kind of data analysis, right, they are doing, which is very good, I must say, and very great, I must say, right? Then we have less than 1% in terms of weight of all purchased ingredients do not make it to customers in the meal kit production process. The majority of edible unused ingredients are donated to local charitable organizations. So CSR, I must say that if you're doing the donations, so that means CSR as well. So they have given a hint of CSR as well, right? Given an hint of CSR as well. Given an hint of CSR as well. So not SCR, it's CSR, right? I'm not saying definitely, but they're giving the hint, right? Some of the requirements are very definite, whereas some of them are quite not that much definite, right? So less than 1% in terms of weight of all purchased ingredients make it to customers' meal kit production process. And the majority of edible unused ingredients are donated to local. So unused ingredients not fit for human consumption is for animal feed as well. And only inedible waste is sent to landfill or incinerated. So they are quite well in terms of management, I must say. They are quite good. They are quite well, but not sure what comes in the case. They might totally turn around the picture in the exam. They say that they were well, but not now, right? Some ingredients, such as dried herbs and spices, rice and pasta, and tinned ingredients, can be stored for longer periods, and therefore they are often purchased in bulk and warehouse located at production factory. So there are some materials that are not that much perishable. They can be stored, right? And therefore they have warehouses to store that, right? So fresh ingredients such as fruit, vegetables, and ingredients which must be chilled, such as meat, dairy products, are delivered within 24 to 48 hours. So this is the transit time, we must say, right? This is transit time, which should be seen. And then we have determined by orders placed by customers. These items are delivered directly to the fresh food storage area of MC's production factory, where they are stored until they are used in the meal kit orders. So this area is temperature controlled, and where is fresh chilled products are delivered and stored for a short space of time. So here they have given you a brief idea of the governance. They have given you a brief idea of the numbers, how they are working, how what's company and a past as well. So I believe this is so far a finest start if someone wants to understand the company, like what's the board structure. And this should be a start an individual, if have joined some company, should be asking. This should be the start, right? So where they are stored until they are used in the meal kit orders. This area is temperature controlled and is where fresh and chilled products are delivered and stored for short space time before moving in the production line, right? So Everything is fine here, and this is the operations till the suppliers, right? And see, they have written a lot of things in the suppliers. So they have emphasized on suppliers and the complexities regarding to it. So I must say that this could be a well part of the question, right? Then the suppliers delivers all chilled and fresh products pre-portioned, right? MC works closely with most of suppliers to minimize the packaging use and insert wherever possible. Suppliers use biodegradable and recyclable packaging. So good friendly behavior with the environment, right? So environmental concerns are not that much highlighted. So it's a friendly behavior here, right? It's a friendly behavior here. Then we have packaging. So, sir, what is packaging? Guys, packaging is an important element of meal kit box. MC purchases all its meal kit box packaging components from one supplier based in Ireland, which is located 20 kilometers from meal kit production's factory. And here comes the dependence on one supplier, right? Dependence on one supplier, not good for MC, right? It's not at all good for MC, and we must be acknowledging it at least, right? Then we have this supplier provides two key packaging components which make up a meal kit box. A chill box made up of 100% recyclable cardboard designed safely, right? It's designed safely. Keep the chilled ingredients. The chill box contains an ice pack which is frozen and can be kept by the customer to be reused at the time. So again, durability is good here, right? Two key components. An outer box which is made of strong, durable, 100% recyclable cardboard. These boxes come in a variety of sizes to accommodate the different portion sizes and number of recipes ordered by the customer. Boxes are supplied to MC flat packed in order to optimize storage space and are only formed into box shape when they are selected for use at a start meal kit production process. So what exactly examiner is saying here, that outer box is 100% recyclable cardboard. It's kind of a cardboard. These boxes have variety of sizes, so it depends how much order is yours. So the size of the board would be determined, right? Boxes are supplied to flat packed in order to optimize storage space. So they are not just coming in a full box. They are just flat, right? They are just coming in a flat manner so that they could be delivered in a more quantity, right? And then it's formed by a box shape and they are selected for use of the start meal kit process, right? And then here's the meal kit production section. And MC works closely with the packaging supplier to design and develop most environmental friendly solution. But I believe dependence on one supplier is not a good point, I must say, right? It's not at all a good point, right? Then we have meal kit box production. So operates from one large production factory located in Central Ireland, right? And then where all meal kit box production takes place. At this facility, there are 4 separate production lines which operate 16 hours per day, 7 days a week. So 4 separate production lines, and which is 16 hours per day, right? So there might be 2 shifts of people working in 8 hours. This could be the case, right? Again, we don't know. The production information system produces a label of each meal kit box, which contains a unique barcode. A robot reads the barcode and then selects the correct size outer codes and forms into a box shape. So guys, this is an innovative company, right? This company has focused a lot on its innovation. This company has been going great, I must say, and is in a good thing, right? And we should be agreeing to it. So a second robot then places an empty chill box into the outer box. This then moves through several stages of production line where the different ingredients are added to the meal kit box. So at each stage, the barcode is scanned by a human operative who selects the correct recipe items and then correct order. So the final stage of production is finally quality check, and this is also being done by human operative. I would still be saying that the human operations, if can be optimized, so it should be, to ensure all the correct ingredients have been properly packed. The inner chill box lid is closed and outer box is then sealed by human operative, right? So the time taken from the start of the meal kit production to dispatch to the customers is normally no longer than 3 hours, right? So I believe that it's normally a 3 hour time. That means if customers are ordered for now, it's 3 hours, right? That we'll be able to deliver it. So I must say that it's a good time for production. But this includes delivery or not, that matters, right? This include delivery or not, that matters. Guys, I believe that this is a complete picture of a company, that how it operates, right? And delivery meal kit boxes is carried out by third party logistics, GoFlow based in Ireland, and wherever the third party comes, the compromises comes, right? So this I know, because we have been doing so many functions through a third party. So wherever third party comes, compromises comes, right? Compromises comes. So requirement based in distribution could be a good requirement, I must say. And why, sir, you are saying? Because see, our delivery is not done by our people; it's to the third party. And MC Works can close partnerships with GoFlow route planning to minimize CO2 emissions, distribution process to ensure deliveries are made scheduled to maximize the freshness of meal kit contents. So, guys, so what you can say in this particular part of company? So I must say that it was founded 15 years ago. We got an idea, experienced local chefs, so they know about the industry, about their people preferences and all. Then we have high quality local food produce in Ireland, and therefore people are preferring in Ireland. But this could be a problem in going globally, as their people might like their food, right? Strategic position we have itself by focusing on island-based recipes, right? We have highly qualified chefs and offer 30 different recipes. So diversity of the product is also there, right? Diversity of the product is also there. Then in the first 2 years, MC offered only a limited range of recipes, and it grew over next 5 years. So in the initial 2 years, we weren't that much growing, but then we just boomed up, right? A significant growth, population and increased usage of internet tech, and MC is one of the highest customer retention rates in the industry. And this chart shows this much great, that our mix has suddenly shifted from single person to the families, although still higher are the single person, but it's the families, those who prefer us, and this should be the reasoning in it. And yeah, we have grown significantly. We can see board structure is that one is chairman, then five NEDs, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I believe five EDs. So a very good corporate governance. All the committees are there. Supplier, many suppliers do we have, and 600 suppliers. Oh my God, right? Quality is important. And we make sure that quality is fine. We are working on diversity. We are working on organic farming methods. We are working on sustainability. And we also do the analysis to predict how much orders we're going to be having, so that we might go for production, and so that we should be doing that much purchases, avoiding excessive purchases. So this also is a good sign. And often purchased in a bulk and stored in a warehouse 24 hours to 48 hours is that we need by to make sure that customers has got the orders right. And then we have packaging issue. Packaging is dependent only on one supplier. It's a bad thing, although we emphasize on environment, but it's a bad thing as we are dependent on one supplier. Production, we have one large factory, again dependence on only one produce, again a risk, right? And we often work 16 hours, so we know we should be knowing the people breakup of these 16 hours, right? People breakup, like how people work here, right? Of these 16 hours. So how people work here, we needed that. We needed that, right? So we have got this, and then production information systems, right? And human operative. There are two roles in which the human are doing the barcodes, right? That are scanned is by a human operative, and a quality is being checked by human. So it's also fine. And distribution is done through a third party, which is a bad thing, I believe, because third party means compromises on work. The percentage or the efforts that you're gonna be working for your work is never gonna be done by third party, right? Guys, at last, probably next session would be the last one in which I'll be adding last particularly things which are left, right? Websites and extracts and KPIs. So I'll be discussing that. One more thing in the crash course, it's complete pre-scene analysis, which is posted now. Mocks based on pre-scene, it's for sure. 3 recent papers we'll be solving and pre-scene notes as well, right? Like the comments that I'm making, I'll also be making some external notes that you should be revising before going, because you don't have time to read the pre-scene in exam. Although you would have been given the pre-scene link, but I wouldn't be recommending to read the pre-scene, right? At the last time. So this would be my call, and probably I'll be recording the other set, and then we'll also be posting it. So as far as now, if you have any queries, you guys can text me on WhatsApp, and if you're not enrolled yet, you can take an enrollment in the crash course, right? So thank you so far. Let's see you in the next class.